for being here. Thank you to the listeners for tuning into the Nick and Mal Show. Let's go.
Boom, guys. Thank you for tuning into the Nick and Mal Show. We have another great interview for you guys. We are joined by one of the hottest, most talented up-and-coming rappers from Brooklyn, New York, who also happens to be a DJ. DJ Nick is in the building.
Yes, sir. Already know the vibes. DJ Nick. DJ Nick Sounds on Facebook. The real DJ Nick _ on Instagram. Add me.
Facts. And he Trinidadian too, so you know what I mean? We already feeling the vibes already. You got the Trinidadian nightmare here with the, you know what I mean? DJ Nick in the building.
The accent about to come out of Nick.
Nah, but Nick don't got an accent though. You actually lived in Trinidad for a little bit, right?
Not live, but like I'll go there frequently. Like when I was young. Like I don't. I like every like
all the time.
Basically, I could say I lived there. Like I could say I lived there. Like, I could really say I lived there.
How you feel when you're in Trinidad? Personally, me, right? I was born and raised in Trinidad, and I came over here when I was 13. And his pops is in the building too. I don't know if you feel like this, but when I go home, I don't like being there for too long.
When you go home, it's like after 2 weeks, it's like you want to go back.
Yeah, and I be feeling like I'm fake. Like, damn, it's like I don't mess with my people, but I'm happy to see y'all.
Yeah.
But if y'all was to come to New York, I'd be with y'all for forever.
Yeah.
But in Trinidad, I can't stay for too long. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, let's grow up at that lifestyle.
Yeah.
They love the place, but they can't stay there forever again.
Yeah, because the lifestyle's so different. You become Americanized.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that when you go to Trinidad? Do you feel like, yo, you can't be there for too long?
Nah, I be wanting to stay.
For real?
Yeah, with my uncle, with his brother, I be wanting to stay.
Yeah, I realize that's the difference. Like when, like for example, you was born and raised here, so I feel like appreciate it more.
Yeah, but I like when I go to Trinidad and I stay down there and I see like, yo, it's mad hot. I don't gotta worry about nothing. You could wear no clothes, go outside bareback, wake up at like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning? What you doing waking up at 3 in the morning?
I don't sleep. I don't sleep. So, feel me? Like in Trinidad, I don't know. I would live in Trinidad, but I'm gonna have to start all over. So that's a dub.
When's the last time you been to Trinidad?
Before COVID. Like the last year before COVID.
And you were a DJ. He was just breaking down the science of being a DJ. I wanted to talk about that a little bit, but have you? I'm guessing you never DJed anything in Trinidad, and is that something you want to do? You have?
Yeah.
And how was that?
I DJed the Trini Carnival in like 2018, 2019, I think. Yeah.
Where at?
It was the carnival, like the whole route.
Do you know like what part of Trinidad he was at when he did that?
He was in Port of Spain.
He was in Port of Spain.
Like
for real?
The whole strip of the carnival. Like you see how Labor Day is?
Yeah.
In Trinidad.
He was in a truck.
Oh, how you get that gig?
I was just in Brooklyn and I was searching up bands in Trinidad, and I'm like asking them like, y'all need an extra DJ? Like I'm from Brooklyn. Showed them my numbers on SoundCloud, and it was like, yeah, come in. They sent me a contract through the mail from Trinidad. I'm like, yeah.
It's legit. At that point, it's legit, right?
Yeah, I'm like, facts. When they sent me that contract, I'm like, say that.
Did you tell them you got to be paid in U.S. dollars though? None of that TT stuff. It's like, yo, I need that. I need that 6-to-1 right now.
Nah, but funny thing is, in Trinidad, like everything to do with carnival is U.S. dollars.
Really?
When you see.
Yo, Pops, actually, let's take a quick little break. You hop on the mic, bro.
Yeah.
You want to talk too, like. But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, like in Trinidad, the things so expensive. Like when you see like the costumes and all of that, most of these people paying in US, that's foreigners.
Yeah.
Like that's not local people. 90% is foreigners.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the ones spending the money and doing all that.
It's expensive. We can't afford that. It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad, but I feel like it is like, you know what I mean, like what's the word I'm looking for? It is for the foreigners, you know what I mean?
Yeah, carnival is like a business for the government, you know.
That's absolutely. Tourist attraction. That's what I mean to say.
Okay, so the foreigners come home,
spend the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of white women, you know what I mean? That's when you see all the white women in Trinidad doing their thing.
The same ones that act to share.
Go to Trinidad and act crazy.
Yeah.
But that's big though for your resume, bro. That you know what I mean, got to play in one of those.
It was mad long. It was tight. I'm like, nah, I was burning up on that truck.
It was hot.
Yeah, and then it was like 6 o'clock and it got pitch black. I'm like, nah. And I'm the only one on the truck. My dad wasn't even with me. I was with his brother. But his brother left me and went home to get food and come back. And I'm on the truck. I'm looking around. I'm like, it's like mad niggas on. I'm like, mad niggas around me. I'm like, wow, I don't even know I don't know nobody on that truck. I just know one other DJ. But I think he was drunk because I don't know.
Nah, I was just about to ask you. You was 16 at the time, right?
Yeah.
You was sipping? Like, was you allowed to sip? Oh, no.
I don't drink. I hate to drink.
You don't drink at all?
No.
Why?
Just don't like it.
Do you drink, Pops?
No.
For real? So, like, Pops kind of passed that down to you.
I guess so. And my moms don't drink either.
I respect that, man.
But
Yeah.
my yeah.
Oh, you a shandy? You get tipsy off of the shandy?
That's crazy. I dead bought a shandy last night. I went to the store and bought a shandy, but I hate to drink. Like the smell of it, that shit just get me. Only way I'm gonna drink is like if it's your birthday and you be like, yo, Nick, take a sip. I will try to talk you out of not making me take that sip, but then I'm gonna take that shit.
Just for love, right?
Yep.
Just to stay
Then I'm gonna
birthday.
call my dad later on, like, yo, I'm drunk, son. Like, what to do? Like, yo, I'm drunk. My head is spinning. Like, I don't even know what to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you and your Pops have a very close relationship. Did you have a similar relationship with your father? It's like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Everything, like, I was working with him from I was like 6 years old. So like it's just passing down same generation tactics, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's some of the things you would say, like the role model you are for Nick? What's some of the things you would say some of the young fathers need to do to develop that close, like, I would say it's almost like y'all kind of like brothers. Obviously, he has respect for you, but it seems like, you know what I mean, he could tell you anything. He trusts you.
Yeah, it's a real thin line, you know, between being a friend and a parent. If you be a parent first, the friendship gonna come. But you have to be like a parent first. Because if you be a friend first, they will never give you the respect a parent deserves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you have to be kind of open with them. Let them know they can tell you anything. Come to you with anything. Even though they might get in trouble for it, come to you with it. Once you build that relationship, then everything else is falling on.
Yeah, that'd
not
be
really
me.
that hard.
That'd be me. Like, if I do something, like, I know I just did it don't even gotta be bad. Like, it just be some calm shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my heart, like, I feel mad guilty. Like, did I tell my mom or did I tell my pops? I'd be like, shit, like, nah, bro. I feel mad guilty. I gotta call somebody and tell them, like, yo, I did something. Like, I did this.
And that's good that you got the relationship with Pops, too. Well, with both of your parents, I would say that anything you do, you could go out and call them and tell them what you did. But I was watching one of your interviews you had, and you talked about a valuable lesson your father taught you, and a similar situation. Let's take 50 Cent scenario. When he signed a deal with Vitamin Water, he didn't take the money up front. He took equity. So when they sold Vitamin Water, 50 Cent made millions of dollars. You know, he took the ownership part of it. It's the same thing with the Nick and Mal show with us. We don't do this for money. We do it for the love of speaking to talents like you, speaking to people, and also just us chilling and kicking it. But your dad had taught you a valuable lesson about money, where you don't chase the money immediately. You do it for the love, basically, of the sport, and the money will come. Right?
Well, before, like, for example, like, when I first started DJing, I ain't used to take no deposits.
Okay.
Like, I just used to be hype. Yo, we got a gig on Saturday. We're gonna go. And if they cancel that party that day, I'm just jerked. Like, I get no money.
Okay.
But then my dad got me a contract, a DJ Nick contract. Just put your name, your address, how much I charged you, but you have to give me a deposit. So either way, at each, I won't say like either way I'm making money, but if you cancel the event, that got nothing to do with me. Like,
The deposit is
Non-refundable deposit.
It says it on the contract, so I make sure, like, I don't even play with that no more. Like, so nobody, cause I know black people, like, they'll be like, this nigga DJ Nick is a bum. He took my money. Like, nah, it says it right there on the
But that wasn't
contract.
in the beginning though. That was after he actually had the love for the music. I tell him in the beginning, do it. Just do it. Get your name out there. Get your confidence up and learn. Keep learning. But when you start to take it as a business now, then you have to do everything business-like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when we get the contracts and we take that way. Like, instead of teaching them about managing money that way, you know.
I still have difficulty saving, but
You only
I think it's
18
getting
though,
better.
bro. Yeah, you learning. Yeah, you only
you
18.
learning, man.
I'm 24. I'm sure your pops still got issues saving.
Yeah.
But
I hate it though. I hate that I don't know how to save because like see how Christmas just passed. I'll buy like some sneakers and I'll turn back it around. Like, did I really need them sneakers? Like, I don't go nowhere. Like, do I really need them shits? But then you gotta treat yourself one day because if you don't treat yourself, nobody else gonna treat you.
Do you think that's the challenge you face? Being an entertainer at the end of the day, being a DJ, being a rapper, that you gotta, look apart.
Yeah.
But in the back end, it can't hurt you.
Yeah,
that like a daily challenge.
That was me. Cause I used to be wanting some crazy shit like red bottoms every other week.
Mm-hmm.
Word?
I'm like, yeah, I used to like expensive, like mad, like designer. But I'm like, doesn't even matter because with the girls, it's like you trying to look apart for a girl, like to how do I say it, like look attractive.
Yep.
But even if you lit, you get money or the niggas in your circle, the girls is gonna come around regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't even need to spend 2 bands on some shoes when I could buy a shoes for $300, put it on with some nice jeans, and I look like I spent 2 bands.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my motive is right now.
300 expensive for me right now. That's a lower end for you. If I spend 50 on some shoes, I feel good, man. Give me some nice little Vans or something like that. But when you said you only been rapping for a year, and that honestly amazed me because you're really good. Yeah. Like you guys should check out one of his songs called Treeshy. That's one of my favorite songs. Yeah. No cap. I really don't listen to much rappers. I listen to Kodak Black. That's it. And
straight Kodak Black.
Kodak Black, the greatest rapper of all time. You ask me.
Yeah, I must have Kodak.
You fuck with Kodak? Come on, son. I don't know why people don't get how nice he is. I don't know if they don't listen to his lyrics or really.
That's what I do. I listen to his lyrics. I don't care about nothing else.
There's so much controversy around Kodak, it overshadowed the actual talent.
Yeah.
But he have the talent.
The talent. You like Kodak too?
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, your song Treeshy, like when we set the interview up, obviously I'm gonna tap into your music, and whether I'm in the gym, I'm driving to work, I'm playing that song because that song is dope as hell. How did you get into the switch from being a DJ to a rapper? Did you like realize you had some talent, or were you like hanging out with some friends that was going to the studio?
Yep, that's exactly what it was. My son Tylen and a couple of my OTR friends. We gonna get into that later, but
sure.
Like they was in the stew. I was just there. Like I ain't even want to be a rapper. I wanted to be a manager, like on some like a business type of thing. Like start my own shit. Have like, yo, these are my artists. Like, what can y'all do for them? Like, get them shows. And I booked them a studio session. They was in the studio, and I'm like, yo, it's this easy. Like, this is what niggas is doing. I'm like, I'm a DJ. Like, I could do this because I do it on the mic. DJ do the same thing on the mic, but you're not recording. Like, you're doing it on the mic. So I'm like, they played a beat. I started hopping on it. I ain't like it at first, and then started getting in the habit of going to the studio, and I like it because the music is loud in my ears. That's what I like. I like loud music. If it's not loud, I get anxiety.
Word.
So I was in the studio. I started feeling the vibe, and then I guess that's what it was. I just started rapping from there. So I still don't even call myself a rapper.
Nah, heavy on the DJ?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So it's like being a DJ you was kind of like working out for being a rapper without knowing it. Like you was already playing with your voice. Having that mic presence, that delivery, that makes a lot of sense. Because honestly, bro, when I listen to your song, I'm like, there's no way this dude has just been rapping for 1 year.
Yeah. It literally been 1 year. 2019 is when I first walked into the studio with my mans. And then, I don't know. The process was just crazy because then every DJ gig I have, I'll spend that money or some of that money to go to the studio. And I can't cop up like 2-3 hours in the studio. It has to be like 5 hours or 10 hours.
Now, what do you do when you're in the studio? I know a lot of rappers, they drink, they smoke, but you don't do none of that. Oh, you smoke? Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Only thing I do.
Hey, you don't gotta drink if you smoke. When I was in college, basically my first year, I used to drink crazy. Then I started smoking, and the liquor kind of found its way out of my life. You know what I mean? You a big smoker too, Pops?
Used to stop.
Stop? Why? What happened?
When he won, I was just like, I just had so much other things like prioritized before smoking, like that money to smoke. Because it was expensive at that time. So I just make a choice. I just stop. It was just something I do for fun. I didn't need it. It was just for fun.
And then when you became a grown up, you had kids, you had responsibilities, you had to get it out of your life.
Yeah.
So
you're not big on calling yourself a rapper. So I was looking at it as like, cause DJing, especially like in the 80s, was a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was DJing, and it was a connection. A rapper has their own DJ, and they all come up together. And then Earn Your Leisure. I don't know if you're familiar. You guys are familiar with Earn Your Leisure? It's like a business podcast where they interview like people behind the music scenes that do the business transactions of it. But they had made a post saying like the big DJs do like techno music. The guys that are like making the millions of dollars all do techno music. And obviously, with the music you DJ with, it's not like a killing. Is that also part of the reason why you went into rapping, or?
I just wanted, I ain't really want to be a rapper because I'm like, yo, it's mad niggas. This is a different rapper. Like, I bet you if you go on Instagram right now, go in the search bar and Spotlight, you're going to see a new rapper. That's the reason why I ain't even want to be a rapper. But I'm like, shit, like, hey.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
how do you stand out though with there being so many rappers? Now that you are rapping, how do you like stand out? Like,
Because I DJ too. So my clout from DJing, they can't duck me. I always promote, like, either way. Everything is promote. Like, I'll post this bottle of water and I'll be like, swipe up my music. Or I'll post that bottle of the water and my music will be playing in the background. Yo, what song is that in the back? That's my song. So either way, I'm just promoting. Or I listen to other niggas. Like, I listen to everybody. Make my shit sound different from they, like, melodic. That's the type of songs that I like guitar type beats and different type beats.
I realized that one of the interviews, and Malcolm was actually putting me on. Like, you're a big Tory Lanez fan, LMA, a couple other people, but you are into like that melodic rap, singy type music.
Yes, sir.
But I feel like your music doesn't really sound like that. Is that plan to go to that?
No, I listen to what I like. I really don't know. It's just like the mood I get when I'm in the studio. It's just like the mood I get when I'm in the studio. But melodic, like, it's kind of melodic, but it's not melodic. But it's singy. It's catchy singy, but I don't know. I like the melodic shit though. Melodic.
I like that vibe.
Yeah.
Now, with your lingo, Treeshy, because I heard of Treeshy. I'm pretty sure everyone heard of Treeshy.
Yeah.
Also, but my favorite is Rump. I listen to Rump when I'm running on the treadmill and everything. I'm a big fan of Rump. Is that lingo that you use on a daily? Treeshy, Rump, like.
Yeah. Now
What is a treesh? What is a treesh?
A treesh is a girl that gets around.
She drives the boat.
Yeah. That gets around, like, she with everybody. Yeah. Or guys. Yeah, but it could go both ways, vice versa.
You can't call no nigga no treesh.
The girl could call you a treesh.
Yeah,
okay.
The girl could call you a treesh. You can't call no nigga a treesh. Yo, what? What you just call me, bro? Like,
you got experiences with a lot of treeshes out here? These girls be treeshing on you?
Yeah, all of these girls are treeshers. DTB for life. Don't trust them.
Don't trust them bitches?
Don't trust them.
Oh, man. Was that your motivation for the song Treeshy?
Yeah, I just got in the booth. I'm like, yo, it's about to be my birthday, so we gonna make some shit like. I'm like, nah, I can't even say Treesha. Everybody saying Treesha. Yeah, I never heard somebody say. I heard people saying, yo, trying to get Treeshy, but nobody put it in the song. So I'm like, my definition of Treeshy is like having fun. Like, we at a party, we getting Treeshy. You smoking over there, niggas is over here drinking. We leaving home, we getting Treeshy. Like, we acting bad, like we getting like, we just having fun.
That's the vibe.
Treeshy, we getting Treeshy.
And what about Rump?
Rump is Rumping.
But that's what y'all use on a daily though.
Yeah, if you like, yo, like if you hit up a girl, be like, yo, trying to rump.
Trying to run.
Yo, Treeshy, you trying to rump?
They gonna be like, nah. You gotta
try to get Treeshy though.
Get out. They gonna be like,
Let's get Treeshy.
they gonna be like, yo, get out of here. They gonna be like, who you talking to, sir?
Mm-hmm.
You got a girlfriend? It's complicated.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I'll say yeah. Nah, I don't know.
Oh,
It's
nah.
all good. You entertain her.
Gotta ask her.
Oh, so it's on her right now. She acting a little funny.
Yeah, gotta
come
put
on.
it on her.
Come on, you better realize talent when you see it, young lady. Don't
Yeah, like,
play
come
around
on,
too
like,
much.
Come on, son. Like,
You better get your DJ Nick while you can.
That's a big fact.
But
I would say yeah, but then I want to say yeah, and then she
Yeah.
then she entertaining the next nigga, then I look dumb, so I'm gonna just see. I don't know. It's in her. The ball is in her court.
You gotta play your cards right, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
you never know though. Even if you married, it's just always that that possibility that your girl might be out there acting treachy.
That's why I say I don't trust these females, because they be lying to your girl. I seen it happen to my mans. Like, his girl left us smoking in the hallway.
Damn, yeah.
Like, come on. Next week, another nigga was like, yo, you know I was with your girl, right? I'm like, yo.
He ain't pull up on him like that.
She trying to get Treeshy.
Yeah.
She was getting Treeshy.
She was getting
You gotta send her that link.
Like, she was getting Treeshy, bro.
Send her the song link.
What does
This is
that mean
you.
though? You never gonna get married, or Pops? How do you teach him to navigate the waters of dealing with women who might be, you know what I mean, unfaithful? Because there are some good women out there. What's the advice you giving him? The fatherly advice.
It is, but I always tell him, like, you have to be true to yourself and don't look for the right one. The right one could just come. It's gonna happen. Because when you go searching, you find shit. Don't search. Just be yourself. You understand? And don't be disrespectful to no woman either. Just be yourself and treat people how you want to be treated, and something gonna happen for you. When it's happening, it's gonna happen.
You gotta be a man with purpose, you would say, basically. Yeah.
But even when he just started DJing and thing, I used to tell him, like, you ain't ready for no girlfriend yet. Have friends. Talk to everybody. Don't lock yourself into nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? Don't lock yourself, because at the end of the day, if it backfire, you feel down. Just tell him, just be yourself. It's gonna work out.
See, that's Trinidadian morals right there. Because my mom tells me the same thing all the time. Like, yo, have fun. Like, you single. Like, you know what I mean? You don't gotta rush into no relationships. Because especially like when you get older, if you're not having fun, that's when you want to step out on. You know what I mean? Maybe you're.
Then when you get older, now when you find somebody who really see you, now you want to act young now.
Mm-hmm.
Act young while you're young.
Yep.
Who's some of your favorite rappers from Brooklyn?
Oh. I like Pop Smoke, Bump Pop Smoke, Nick Blicky, R.I.P.
Yeah,
Both of them, right?
Yeah, facts. R.I.P. to both of them. I don't know. It's a whole catalog. Like, I could go on. I like 26 AR. I'm talking about the drill rappers for now.
Okay.
Like, I like and my guys. That's it. Like, it's really
OTR.
it. Yeah, that's really it.
We're gonna talk about them in a little bit too, cause I definitely want to talk about your team. But how did you feel when you heard the news about Pop Smoke? I would say
I was in the crib, but I'm like, I thought it was fake, because, you know, when you get up there, like, a lot of rumors be coming around, like,
Yeah.
niggas want to keep, like, you dead. I'm like, nah, it's not true. Then I seen that shit on the news. I'm like, damn, that's mad crazy, bro. Like, it always happened to the black, young, successful niggas, like, that's coming out the hood. Shit crazy.
I feel like Brooklyn specifically.
Yeah,
too,
like, it's
got,
only
bad
Brooklyn, but
vibes
I'm
with that.
like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, he was right there. Like, what 18-year-old, 19-year-old know, like, get invited to Diddy 50 party? Like, I was just telling my mans that yesterday. I'm like, yo, bro, man is mainstream. Like, what drill rapper you know is getting played on the radio proudly
Every
day?
Every minute of the day.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, his fans are so die hard. Like, if I came out and I dissed him, I was dead heat. They would box me up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They not bumping DJ Nick because, like, I dissed Pop Smoke. You feel me? Like, that's how die hard his fans is. Like, that. I show him, like, I could show him some respect for that. Like,
And he was talented too.
Yeah,
like,
he was talented.
Thankfully, I had the opportunity to go to like a Pop Smoke show, and you know what I mean. Looking back now, it's like wow. I have videos on my phone. I'm like wow, that was an experience. But personally, I liked a few of his songs. Right, I think Dior, Welcome to the Party. But I don't think I kind of thought he was one of those rappers who's gonna be hot for a while, but then kind of phase out.
Yeah, but I think that like as of like right now, if he was alive, he would have still been on. He would have still been lit.
That's what I realized. Like, yo, he's a talent.
Yeah,
like he was gonna be. I swear to God, bro, and I'm not just saying this because he passed away. He was gonna be one of the biggest rappers in the country.
And then he's a teenager. He's my age, 19. Nah, he's 20. So he wasn't even legal to drink yet, and he was top of the charts, getting played on the mainstream. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And then he from Brooklyn too. I'm like, salute, like, that's real shit.
Does that give you more motivation?
It gave me motivation, but I'm like, damn, like how, like. Son went out there to promote his album.
Is that what he was out there for?
Yeah, to promote. I think he was staying out there for like 1 more week. Cause I'm really in tune with music. Like I go on YouTube, I'm really in tune. Like on some paparazzi shit. Like I really be in tune. So he was out there for like music, promote his album that was coming out. The Meet the Woo too, I think. Mm-hmm. He was out there to promote his album, and then it'd be the same niggas that the color that's just our skin color that's trying to take us down. Like damn, like
how does that affect knowing that, like, especially someone like yourself who you're building a name. I mean, you got a couple songs that's popping. People might look at you as like a lick. You know what I mean? How do you move around in Brooklyn knowing it's your own people that might try to get you at the end of the day?
I try my best not to lack. Like I don't know. Like I just stay protected. Like I personally. That's why I always be with like a lot of people. Mm-hmm. But then, the same shit with King Von situation, it could be the same niggas in your circle that try to backfire on you and switch up on you. But that's why I stay around. I stay in my crib, listen to music, studio, crib, smoke, sit, grind. I don't go nowhere, so you can't see me. If you see me, the only time I'm at a party. Mm-hmm. And you're not you can't try to lick me at a party because I'm deep. Mm-hmm. And I have my protection with me, my dad, my friends. So yeah, I just for all the upcoming rappers and shit, like I don't really do all that addition shit, but I don't like that will make Brooklyn drill way more better. Like if we all get along. I'm just talking bullshit, but like nobody's talking facts. I'm talking facts, but niggas is not gonna get along. They're not gonna get along. But I'm just saying, like, if niggas put the beef aside and make a track together, I bet you like that shit is gonna blow. They're gonna be like, what? I thought these two niggas was beefing. Now they on a track. What? It's gonna go up. They gonna go up. I'm telling you.
Because the talent is deep like that in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Deep, but everybody look at Atlanta. And Atlanta, you know what I mean? They doing their thing with the Migos, Gucci Mane, all these different guys. But Brooklyn has enough talent to be on that type of level.
Yeah.
For some reason, everybody beefing.
Brooklyn is where it started. Brooklyn, for me, is where it started. Because Tupac and Biggie and... Like, come on. That just Jay-Z. It just says it there for itself. Like, it's just mad legends that started rapping in Brooklyn. So I'm just saying, like, any upcoming rappers, they don't even have to be drill rappers. Like, any rappers, like, it's not the time for beef. It's a new year. Like, just cut all that shit out. Like, y'all already see what happened last year. Like, we lost mad celebrities and mad artists and shit. And it made no sense to me.
How do you feel about Tekashi? Another dude from Brooklyn that kind of went the wrong way.
How I feel about his, like...
Just his whole career, like the snitching, like is that something you care about or?
Nah, I don't care about that. That got nothing to do with me.
You respect him as an artist?
As an artist, yeah. But it's a certain shit he do, like now I lost respect for him because I feel like he be dissing like King Von and shit. Like I don't like that, bro. Like Like, he be trying to get niggas caught up with him so they could backfire on him, knowing he's hooked up with the feds.
Yeah.
So when you, like, if somebody say, yo, fuck you, Nick, me, and I'm going to get mad, and I'm going to pull up on him, punch him out, shoot him or whatever, now you getting locked up with the feds because Tekashi is hooked up with the feds, so make no sense. He just trolling you.
Yeah.
King of troll. He's the king of troll.
King Troll. Shout out to Tekashi. As you said, I really don't respect all the antics he be doing, but his music is
His
undoubtable.
music be bumping.
I low-key think he's a musical genius. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You play him at the parties?
Yeah. Sometimes, but not. It was a party I was at, and I played him. They was like, "Nah, turn that shit off."
Word?
They was like, "Nah, turn it off." They was like, "Yo, change that, bro." I'm like, "I say that. I respect it." I'm like, "You got all rights to tell me turn that off, cause."
So let me ask you a question. So some parties they be turning up to Tekashi, but some
they'll just bob, but they won't like get.
they don't ever get too spicy.
Yeah, they won't get like. But before he got locked up, you could play Tekashi. They'll go through the roof, like break windows and shit. Like they'll
I remember it was a video of him. I think he was banned from the Barclays, but there was a concert, and somehow he snuck in and ran out on stage. And I get chilled every time I watch that video because the crowd went nuts.
Yeah.
He was that guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I remember one time. This is when he just came out of prison, right? So he dropped a song. I forgot the name of the first song he dropped when he came out, but I'm bumping it, and it's on my YouTube. So I get in my car, and mind you, I'm in Brooklyn. Windows is down, middle of the summer, and I mistakenly press play. My shit is turned all the way up, and Tekashi starts blasting out of the window, and I swear to God, I could see everybody around me just start looking at
Just
me,
grilling you.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I start rolling the windows up, taking out the music. I'm like, damn, they about to kill me right now.
The vibes is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely different.
So
What y'all would call it? Y'all think he snitched or is it dry snitching? Because if you look at it from his point of view, he said they raped his moms, they raped his baby mother, they kidnapped his moms, they tried to kill him. And they didn't show no loyalty to him. They didn't
No
show
loyalty at all.
Then I won't say it's alright to snitch, but he did. He involved niggas that had nothing to do with that whole shit. But like I'm like saying,
I think that's the issue with what he did. He started calling out like Cardi B and a bunch of stupid people
started
names.
calling out mad people names that had nothing to do with his clique.
And the biggest moral issue was the Coup de B thing, because I think he paid Coup de B to shoot at
like,
Chief
so
Keef.
why
and
would
them.
you?
Streets have no morals.
No.
So moralistic. You can't say it. But that's the only thing about it. Like, if you put yourself in that, like me now, who is just a civilian, I can't snitch. I just tell the police.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
'Cause I didn't sign up for that shit. I didn't sign up to be like loyal to the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I signed up to be loyal to my family. So anybody come at them, whoever had to do to protect them, it could be the police, the feds, the CIA, whoever are telling, right?
Mhm.
But if you sign up for that life now, and then you go tell them, that's snitching. It's different. It's not like me and you, who there's the civilians to it.
That's what I'm saying too. Like I
So
can't
he signed
even.
up for that.
I can't even like be like, nah, he's not a snitch and
And
try
you
to
know what
explain
I
myself
mean, so-
because he knew what he was doing. Like he fully signed himself up to be blood. Like
Yeah, signed
he already knew like what them niggas was on. Like what he was signing up for. It wasn't no Christian gang. Like he knew what he was doing. So I can't even be like, nah, he didn't know that they would like.
And he a smart dude too. I think he knows why he did it. He know, okay, this is what the people want. They want to see the rowdy shit. They want to see someone talk crazy but not be an internet gangster, kind of back it up. And that's why he got the gang behind him. But as you said, like morally, I don't think he's that bad of a person, right? Like these dudes are, as you said, Shotty was having sex with his baby mom. They kidnapped him, robbed him, attempted to kill him.
Yeah.
So how are you supposed to have any loyalty to these
Yeah, like
people?
what did they expect him to do?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's like, what do you expect the nigga to do? Like
I
you,
think what they expected him to do was ride back on them. Like, you get someone that may not come back. Like,
but
it's
72
street.
years, how I'ma slide back on you in 72 more years? Like they
Right.
tried to give him maximum like 72 years. Like I'm gonna be with a cane.
They was
I'ma
gonna give
slide
him
back.
69 just cause.
Yeah.
Just to be a dickhead, like I said, we give you
How I'm
69.
gonna slide back on you in 69 years, and I'm already like 20 something
Mhm.
dead. Like
No, you'd be dead. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that whole situation is crazy. But shout out to the whole Brooklyn rap scene, man. Tell us about OTR. What is that? Only the
Riches.
Only the Riches. What's that? That's like your little squad record label.
Yeah, you could put it like that. Yeah, we started in the studio. We wasn't even rappers yet. Just niggas like just link up every day, and we just like I was like, yo, we gotta come up with a name, bro. Like everybody in the hood knows us. Like we go to the park almost every day. It was in the summer, so every day we go linking up going to the park, like 20 deep, 10 deep. I'm like, bro, we gotta come up with a name, and then we just came up with Only the Riches. And like say that. And then we started making music. Everybody started feeling it. So yeah.
Who's the members?
We got there's a lot of niggas.
How many people y'all got?
Probably like 25, 30. It's
God
a lot of people.
Damn, that's
lot
a
of
gang
names.
right
That's a
there.
lot of people.
That's an organization.
But not all of them make music though.
Yeah.
We got, I'm gonna tell you the artists. We got Malcolm Bando. We got Zay Bando. We got Chase Bands. We got OGZ. We got me. We got OTR Vontae. We got who else? Hold on. We got Trap Talon, the man who made me start rapping. He live in Canada.
Word.
Talon, yeah, he be coming down.
He used to live in Brooklyn and moved to Canada?
Nah, he just always used to live in Canada. He just visit and come here and there. But that summer when we made OTR, he was here. So
Okay.
we call him OTR Canada.
I like that.
So I said Malcolm, Zay, Chase, Trap Talon. We got OTR Vontae. That's all for right now. We got Mo. We got OTR Mo. That's the artist as of right now. Like
And what's your plans with OTR?
you see how 4PF is?
Yeah.
Just like that.
What's 4PF? I never
Like
heard.
Lil
Pockets
Baby.
full.
Like
Lil
Lil
Q.
Baby Squad.
Lil
Like
Baby,
how-
the rapper, like the
Yeah,
famous
yeah.
rapper.
Like how he got his squad and they got like the 4 Chain. Like how it's him. Who is it? 42 Doug. And they got Rilo Rodriguez. Just like a little organization with music. So like hopefully one of us, either one of them names that I just said, they pop off and feel me, like make our own label. So we don't even gotta sign. Like we sign ourselves type shit. So we making our own money. We don't gotta split it. We sign to ourselves. That's what my goals are. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's gonna come through. Cause we working.
No, that's good. So I believe G Herbo. What is it? What's the dude's name that was rapping with G Herbo back then?
Lil Bibby.
Lil Bibby. So Lil Bibby, he stopped rapping and was like, I'm just gonna be on the manager side of the whole industry. And I believe he was managing I'm forgetting all these rappers' name. Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
He's managing Juice WRLD. Is that your plans with OTR yourself? Like to still be the manager how you did before you started rapping?
Yeah, that's what I really like. That's what I really wanted to do.
Okay.
Like really like manage and like help niggas out. Like 'cause I ain't know I could rap. I'm like, damn, that shit is hard. But like, yeah, that's my goals with OTR and shit like that. Like
Also what
help
about
my guys out. Like if I got a show, they could perform too. Like have them perform their songs and then they bring me out type shit. Like
Okay.
so like we all just helping each other. It's like a table that's spinning.
Mm-hmm.
You finish eating, you spin it to your next
Ooh,
place.
I like that.
Eat,
I like that analogy.
spin it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. But is there any rappers that DJ? Like, how do you balance that? Like, let's say one of these songs blow up, right? And now they want to book DJ Nick as a rapper. Are you still going to take, like DJ gigs too? Is that something that you plan on doing? Like, yo, I'm the biggest rapper in the world, but I'm still going to be doing DJ gigs. Because it sounds like DJing is your first love.
Yep.
So
Yep.
DJ over everything.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was telling them, you see, look, DJ's Albert, he in every movie, right? But he DJ every weekend. That's a
For
DJ.
real?
That's his main thing. He's a DJ. Like, see Prince Harry and Meghan married.
Yeah.
Who do you think was the DJ?
Oh.
That's so once it's your passion and it's your love, there's nothing could stop it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna keep doing it. You might have less time for it, but they will always be there.
Oh,
You have
wow.
a big mansion. Trust me, you have a set in their house.
Uh-huh. Now, what about being an engineer for OTR? Like, because, I mean, you have the sound, the taste for music, you know how to work, the DJ set, you rap. Was that in the plans too?
Yeah. My man's Tylen was teaching me too. Tylen know how to do all of that. Like half of the like some of the songs like we made inside my crib, made inside of HQ. HQ is like headquarters, like where everybody go and chill.
Okay.
Like sometimes niggas record in there.
Okay.
If you don't got like bread to go to the stool,
Mhm.
which is basically never. Like, the niggas just be lazy, but we rather feel comfortable in the crib. Produce like we just work like just how you got that laptop right there. Hook up the mic, stand up the mic, and you just mix our shit.
You talk about laziness. You got smoke. Like I know certain situations people smoke, but they get lazy. Does that affect y'all overall sometimes?
Me personally, nah. Like if I smoke in the studio, I feel like I'm freaking Drake.
Yeah, you better
I feel
go.
like I'm the man. Like I start to feel the vibes because then it's the loud music and then like my head is just I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling nice. And then the music, it's just the music, like you don't know what I mean. Like if you're next to a loud ass speaker and it's your song,
Mm-hmm.
that shit hit different with the bass and everything. Like
You really feel it in your soul.
yeah, like I feel it in my soul.
What's the musical process for you? Like when you do go in the booth and you put that beat on in the headphone. What are you thinking?
Well,
Do you
first-
write before or?
Nah, I used to write before, but then I realized like Treeshy and Rump, I made them shits like freestyles, like those shits. Like I had the beat in my head, like I had the beat, but like after a while, like when I'm in the crib and I'm trying to like write a song, it just doesn't, it don't hit because the speakers is not loud. Like the speakers is loud, but it's not loud. Like where it's like a closed area and like all the shit is just hitting me in my head. So I go to the studio, tell the engineer to type in the beat, roll the spliff or some shit, smoke the spliff, and in the middle of me smoking the spliff, I'm just like humming like, and I'm with my mans. It's like I'm with my mans. I'm with my people. I'm like, yo, bro, does this shit sound good? And I'm recording, and I'm like, yo, bro, be honest, bro. Like, cause I know, bro, I'm not perfect. Like, I got like. I'd be like, yo, what the like, Nick, what is you doing, bro? Like, this shit is dirt, bro. Like, let me record it. Like,
Yeah, you don't want no yes man in your group.
I would rather say if I have 5 hours in the studio, I'd rather spend like 3 hours on one track than do like 5 tracks and go home and like, I really don't like none of these shits. Like, I'd rather take my time and like just keep recording and keep listening over and over and over to make sure like my shit is perfect so niggas can't clown me.
And your music videos, like, so you go to the studio with your friends. The music videos, like, your friends is always with it.
Yeah.
When you gotta do the whole music video process. How long does those take though?
They go. I pay for the vids, or my dad will help me pay for the vids, or my mom's, and I just tell him the address.
Okay, that's all
Tell
you
him
gotta
the
do.
address. Yeah, yo,
They
I got a
pop
video.
up.
Yeah, I got a video shoot next week. Like, yo, I have a video shoot next week. Be like, word, and then they'll pop up. They'll pop out. That's really it.
You're the guy, huh, DJ Nick? The people, you just got the people on text message. They'll pull up whatever.
Yeah, that's how you supposed to be with your mans.
Word, no, 100.
That's respect.
I want to talk about it. For me, if something like that happened to me, I would say it's a traumatic experience, right?
Yeah.
The situation where you're walking down the street with your basketball, and a bunch of cops run up on you, grab you, slam you to the ground, and arrested you. Well, how did that come about? And I was watching an interview with you. You said you were going to court with it. Are you still in court for that?
Yep. I'm still in
Can you
court
talk
with
about
it.
that?
I can talk about it.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, for me, I came from the park actually with my best friend, and we was walking up Notion. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Notion, but the cops, they're gonna watch this interview and they're gonna know, and my lawyer's gonna watch this interview and they're gonna hear the same shit over and over. I was walking up Notion, me and my mans are just talking like, bro, you going up Notion? I'm like, shit, should I go up Notion with him? I just finished playing ball. I'm tired of shit. I'm like, yo, I'm going to the crib. Dapped him up. we link up in front of HQ where everybody chills at. It's summer. So we link up in front of HQ. I'm chilling. The cops come on the block. But they get out the car and they start like going another way. They pass me straight. But they pass me straight, they running. So I'm like, all right, fuck that. I'm out. I'm walking to the crib. I stop by the store. I ain't even stop in the store. I see by the store. And I'm looking across the street. I'm like, yo, the cops that's the same cop that just ran past me. Like he know I got nothing to do with whatever they looking for. So I see them grilling me, but I'm by myself. I'm not with my mans just now. I just dapped him and he left. So I'm walk down, I turn back. He keep driving straight and then he made a reverse. Rogers is a one-way street. So you gotta go like this, come back, and then come down. So when he come down one way and turns on his siren, I'm gonna look back, I'm like, nah, they not coming for me. So I'm still bouncing my shit. I'm like you just passed me, bro. Like, if whatever you're looking for, I know it's not me because you just passed me. And you looked me in my eyes and you just passed me and you got back in your car. You drove past me and then... So they come next to me. I looked at them. I'm still bouncing. I'm like, nah, they not coming to me. And then the next thing you know, they just grabbing me. I'm like, what? I'm like... Then I get in the truck. They like, yo, where's the gun? Where's the gun? I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, so this is what y'all do? Y'all just pick up black people and like try to... Cause imagine if that was like in a dark alley, they could have pinned some shit on me.
Wow, easily. That must have been like traumatizing, right?
Yeah, facts.
What did they say was the reason? Like, what, is they looking for somebody that shot somebody? Like,
Still waiting on that.
Yeah.
Really?
They claimed that it was some shots, but it was no shots.
So what are the charges that you're currently going to court for?
Misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, and
Arrest.
yeah, and assaulting an officer.
Wait, what?
But that's was before the know we had video.
Yeah.
Oh, because it didn't look like he was violent at all.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was minding my business because I'm seeing them coming down the block, but I'm like, they're not coming for me, bro. Like, I looked at them. They didn't even say freeze, stop, nothing. So I could actually like be like, all right. Then they could say like, yo, this man, like this young sir, just like resisted arrest. He said like we said freeze and stop, and he didn't stop. They ain't say nothing to me. They hopped out the car. So when they hopped out the car, I'm seeing them hopping out the car and walking towards me. I'm like, they're not coming for me. I'm across the street from my house. I'm about to scream out to my aunt because I see my aunt. And then that's the same time they just tackled me and arrested me.
You
I'm
swing
like,
on them or anything? What's
nothing? Like nothing. Like they grabbed me so quick, I couldn't even
think, right?
Like I couldn't even. My brain was still pending.
Wow. Nah, that's kind of crazy for them to say. Okay, number one, you gotta have a reason for why you tackled me to the ground before you put all these other charges of resisting. Like, what am I resisting arrest for? What was I being arrested for? Yeah. Is that something y'all trying to sue the cops or something like that? Because it sounds like a effed up situation.
Right now, because somebody had accountable for that.
Yeah.
Looking at it is one thing. Actually going through some shit like that is something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, the luck we have with these people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, and by just looking at the video, you see no resistance, no, they didn't even stop and say, let me see your ID, wave, nothing like that. It was just a straight tackle, a straight takedown, knee long on my neck, everything. It was just like, this is not a human being.
Right.
Like, we here to police you. We're not here to have a relationship with the community. We're just here to police you. Because, you know, like, a lot of these cops, they don't even live in the neighborhood. Yep. So they don't see the young black kids as people. They see them as a job.
Yes.
It's like the same people that work in the zoo. They go to work to take care of the animals every day and go back home. That's the same thing how they look at us. And it's obvious. You see how they handle the whole situation. Even an hour later, we by the precinct. Let's sit down outside waiting.
Bro, that's another thing. Like, I'm like...
We could talk to him. We could see him. He need water or anything.
It was not jacking it.
Situation. I was like, nah, he good. We asked him if he want water and he said he good. And nobody never even asked him.
And the crazy thing is that my OTR friends, they heard I got arrested on the block. And they came downstairs to like see if I was Gucci. Like to walk around the corner and see if I'm Gucci because somebody was driving up the block and they said they see me on the floor and they came downstairs to make sure I was Gucci. Nothing wrong. What normal friends would do? Come downstairs to make sure you Gucci. They arrested all of them too. So I met all of them in the precinct. Word. Like, I came out the car. But when I'm driving to the precinct, I see my mom walking down, bro. I'm like, only she know, like, bro, like.
That you in this car?
Yeah, like, I'm looking at her.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
she didn't know you was in there.
so
Oh,
when she got to the
sheesh.
block, it's like everybody, it's like 100 niggas on the block and they telling her, I'm like, bro, I hope they don't lie to her, bro, because it's just like, come on. I hope they don't lie to my parents, bro. Like, we seen him carrying a gun or some shit. Like,
Wow.
I'm like, nah, I hope they don't lie. And then I got in the, like, the holding cell or whatever, and I seen all my bros. Like, all of us was just in there.
Y'all was all in the same cell together.
Yeah.
See, I was lit.
Yeah, we was fake lit.
Because like something like that is we could look back and talk at it now, but it's still like in like his position now. Everywhere he walking now and he see like a car speeding, pulling up a cop car. That's the same feeling come back.
Yeah.
So it's like that's something that live with you for a long time. Like you need therapy to get rid of certain trauma your body and your mind go through.
And I did go to therapy. I went to therapy for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, my anxiety used to kick in crazy. Like, any car, like, it ain't even gotta be a regular car. It could be a regular car. Like, I still suffer from that shit now. Like, I'm mad paranoid. Like,
Because you could imagine if that was like in, say it wasn't on the front street, it was in the back street in the dark. All they had to say was he reached for the gun. Because if you could say he resisted arrest and he was arrogant and all of that, other different charges, and from the video, you see the video.
Yep.
You can't see none of that there. So when was he in the car? When nobody else could see him?
Yeah.
Because on the video, we didn't see that part. Because if somebody trying to avoid the cops, they wouldn't be bouncing the ball like this. They'll be trying to go that way.
Right.
It makes sense.
And what you saying is a fact too. It's like, I mean, this is what happens. This is why we had the riots in 2020, because a lot of unarmed black men were getting killed.
Yeah.
And you as a father too, thinking of not only him, you as a father, him as
That's what I'm
his
saying.
mom.
We could have be burying him. So I mean, you know,
bro, the crazy thing is, like, I was like, bro, I dead ass can't breathe, bro. But I just, like, I know, like, how to hold it down.
Control yourself.
Yeah, like, so I was, like, it was like mad grown ass men on my back, like just kneeling out on my back and shit. I'm like, yo, I can't breathe. But I know if I scream it, that's less air.
Yeah, right.
But it's an officer right here, so I know he heard me. So I'm like, yo, I can't breathe, bro.
You know, they have tactics that they do, right? Like they do things that, like, you as a human being, right? You feel pain. Your first reaction is to react towards where the pain coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm man, like, pull your hand and twist it and put a handcuff on it, the first thing you do is flinch.
pull it.
To go like this, so go the other way.
Right, so they do something like that to aggravate you, to make you have a reaction, and that's when they say resist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I just think they need training. They need training to deal with actual people. Like, that's why I see a lot of mental people get killed from the cops, because they deal with them as a regular person.
Like, the other day, I got pulled over by the same crew. Like, word, like, the same crew. And the crazy thing, we're talking about the back street, and that's where they tried to pull me over, but I made a right to, like, on the main street, so, like, they not catch me. And I was in the car with my friend. I'm like, yo, bro, how much you want to say? They about to say some bullshit, bro. It's like, they roll down the window. I looked at him. I know they face. I'm like, they called 3 cars.
Yep.
For me getting pulled over. I called my dad one time. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, Malcolm. I was with Malcolm. I'm like, yo, Malcolm, I bet you they about to say some bullshit. They was like, you didn't have on your left indicator.
Wow.
You're supposed to get a ticket for that, right?
Yeah.
They gave me a summons to go to court.
What?
So I tell him, I say, right, stay on the phone with me. I say, why you got pulled over? They explain to you. He said, yes, they say I didn't indicate before I turned left. I didn't put my signal on.
That was a lie.
He said, yes. I said, all right, so let them get you a ticket, and then you prove it.
Yeah.
Afterward, you plead not guilty or whatever. 1 hour later, I call back. I say, you're home now. I'm still here waiting. So they just have him sit down in the car for like that whole hour there. So
Wow.
they give him a summons.
But then I got pulled over for one car. I went down, checked my phone, turned up. It's like another car coming like towards me. Another car. I'm like, yo, what the? I'm like, so this what y'all do? Like, I'm like, yo, I know you. He's like, okay, and I'm like,
So I tell him, like, don't ever give them no reason. Always drive clean and always do the You never know when they'll have an excuse to do what they really want to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And even as a young black man growing up in this country, we done on the we done on the I could say we done on the defense all the time for always some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at least if you could at least let the police not be one.
Yeah.
Don't give them no reason. Don't drive it no weed, don't drive it no don't give them no reason, nothing like that. Stop by a stop sign, don't rush no light, the pedestrian. Every day I drill it in the head. I drill it. Like at least you see, like a lot of people get big charges off a traffic offense because they get pulled over for breaking a stop sign. Then when they hear the amount of things that have in the car and that, so do the right thing.
But when they pull me over, they don't even be like, hey, like, what's your license or registration? They don't ask for none of that shit. Like,
They don't?
they didn't ask for that.
What's the first thing they say?
They, roll down the window, don't move. But I already knew, like, they was marking my car out because I was next to my old car waiting for my friend to come downstairs. And then they pulled up. They stopped there for, like, 5 minutes. I was teaching him how to upload music. Like, he wanted me to help him upload music on Apple Music and shit. So I'm next to my old car that's already parked, and we're just next to it. And they just there chilling. And I made the corner, and they made the next corner. And I didn't even see them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turned on their lights. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, I knew I wasn't bugging, but
Well, why do you think you might be a target for them? You're not into any gang activities and nothing
probably
like
because
that?
they know that I'm suing them. So probably because they know.
And they trying to.
Yeah,
I see what you're
trying to find something.
So y'all not in court for anything that they alleged. Y'all only in court for y'all suing them right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully y'all get some money, man, because that's that's irreversible damage, and even money is not going to fix that situation.
Yeah, that's why I said from the beginning. It's not even about the money.
No.
It's about that
principle.
somebody had to twist their hand sometime too for them to know that, hey, because maybe the next time they say, you know what, let me deal with this different.
Right.
Let me stop. Let me say, yo, young man, stop for a second.
Yeah, like that's all they could have said. Like,
you have some ID, like we hear something on the block. You fit the description, even if you're lying. Say something to defuse the situation before you just jump out and snatch up somebody and throw them on the ground, kneel down on the neck, like.
And it's 10 of y'all versus a 17-year-old kid.
That's not normal. That's not normal.
Nah.
Not at all.
That's not normal.
But maybe it is normal, but that's the issue. And that's why they need to be held accountable so we could fix that issue so this doesn't happen to anyone else. And unfortunately, I personally don't like to pull the race card, but it doesn't seem like it's happening to any white kids.
It don't.
Right?
It don't.
nah, dead heat. You can't even say not even like you don't want to pull it. It don't like if I or one of us.
We have to.
If one of you guys go and shoot up a school and the cops is outside, they're definitely shooting you. But if like the other color, a white person goes shoot up a school, y'all seen it on the news. They walking them out in handcuffs.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They walking them out. They're gonna give them a burger before they go in. But us, they killing us right there on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I found that's weird. Cause
Yeah. Always.
like the school shooter or the church shooter, I don't know. Can't
The
remember.
Charlottesville one?
Yeah, they walked him out in handcuffs, bro. Like what?
Yeah, he shouldn't be here.
And then they gave him food before he went in. Like what? How does that even register in your head? Like he just killed like 15 people, and you're walking him out in handcuffs. Shoot that man.
Nah, but for real though, seriously. But yeah, we hope you definitely recover from that situation because we know that's not lightly, and hopefully y'all do come out victorious in court.
Mm-hmm.
One of the last things we wanted to ask you because we're running out of time right now. You have sickle cell, right?
Yes, sir.
How did that affect? Your life. How does that affect your everyday life?
I be forgetting I got that shit until I get sick. That's how I think of it. Like I don't let it bother me. But like when I am sick, I just go back to music. Like it just go back to music. Like even if I'm crying and shit in my bed, like I still tell my dad or my mom like just put the music next to my head or some shit.
What feeling does what is sickle cell? What is it and what does it do to the body?
It's like, well, regular blood cells is like circle and shit. A sickle cell is like literally a sickle. Like
It's like crescent shaped.
Yeah, like a crescent, like a
C.
habitat. Like it's like crescent shape, like right here. Like this is a sickle cell right here. I don't know if you can see it. Like this is a sickle cell and this is the regular cell.
Okay.
Like you feel me? Like you can see that it got like little thorns at the like on the edge of it. Like so like when it's like when your body's not getting that much oxygen or whatever, and like it gets clogged in your veins. So like the sickle is like poking in to like your veins and it causes pain in that area.
So do you get like you feel a lot of pain or
Yeah,
you
like,
get fevers or
you get pain. You get mad pain.
Uh,
And it's not like some shit like you could just massage right here and then it'll go away. Like you need like beer medication, pain medication. Like when I go in the hospital, I stay in the hospital for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I was just about to ask how long is the whole
Like
2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Golly. So
How-
it's no joke.
Yeah.
how often is this? You going
Like
to?
when like around now, like February, January. But I was sick September. I was sick in September.
It's like a few times a year.
Yeah.
How do you, one of the things that I did a little bit of research on it just because we was about to have you. I know like opioids, they give you guys a lot of opioids, right, for the pain.
Yeah. But I hate medicine. I hate medication.
You just don't like drugs at all.
No.
And weed is not a drug; it's natural. But that's good because I was wondering, like, if you're in the hospital 3-4 times a year and they're giving you all these opioids, seems like, you know what I mean? That's a slippery slope. Like some people could get addicted to that stuff.
When I'm in the hospital and like I ask for pain medication, I don't really like to ask for, but like if I'm in like some pain, like I'm tired of that shit, like it's either I'm gonna lose faith and I like commit suicide or like not commit suicide, like I'm gonna hang myself or some shit, but like I'm like
That's the feeling?
yeah, like I don't even want to be here no more. Like I'm going through mad pain and I need to ask for more medication. Then I'll be like, yo, Dad, I ain't gonna lie, like you gotta go, like asking for medication. Like I'm not feeling it, like shit not helping. So
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. That's low key sad. That
yeah, like I hate medication, bro. Like if I don't even if the doctors is watching this, they need to make like some shit like, cause morphine is of some hell like some crazy shit. I hate medication, like the way it make me feel, and then I be sleeping the whole day.
make you feel like a druggie.
Yeah,
right?
like
a drug
I just feel like
addict,
I'm just out of it, mad delirious.
That morphine is
Yeah.
a different place. But it take your pain away.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
But then
You don't want to feel like that. You don't want to feel
Yeah,
like
like
that.
I could take the morphine. I would never be like, yo, I'm getting addicted to that shit, cause I don't even look at it like as that. Like
Yeah, but you don't like drugs at all, so you're always gonna.
I'm
try
just
to
saying,
get
like
away from it.
I like the morphine for pain management.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the best medication for me. Other people would like perks for because when you're in the hospital, like sickle cell patients, and if you have like any blood disorder, any pain disorder, you get prescribed these shit. But for me personally, like I won't be like, can I get a refill of some morphine, bro? Like that's only when I'm in the hospital, cause if I take that shit at home, like I'm not with no nurses like to help me to see how I'm feeling and shit. Like that shit, morphine helps with the pain, but then once that pain goes away and then like you're just there sitting there, like you're just mad delirious and shit. Like
How do you know what, like, when a sickness, like when you start feeling sick or pain, how do you know the difference? All right, I just need to sit out a few days versus go to the hospital.
yeah.
Or do you always go to the hospital when you feel sick?
But now that I got older, I always go because I don't know. But younger, like my mom used to like let me stay home for like 2 days, and she used to try her home remedies and shit, like rub me down and like for me just let me relax.
Mm-hmm.
But then like now it just like now that I get older, it don't give me time for that. It just kick in right there and then. Like I just go to sleep. I try to go to sleep, try to sleep it off, sleep off the pain, wake up, and if it's still there, then I'll be like, yep, that's some sickle cell shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I could hit my hand like this, and then my hand could hurt for like 5 minutes, and then the pain will go away like a regular pain. It's not like every hit I get, I go to the hospital.
I know you said you like be anxious sometimes? Like you kind of suffer from anxiety.
Yeah.
Is that a part of the reason why? Like you feel something, you're like, okay, is something wrong right now? As opposed to me, if I feel something, I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? It's probably just whatever. I have a fever. I have a little bit like headache or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes.
But for you, it's like, yo.
And my mom be like, my mom say like, I can't like, I just think too much. Like why is my back throbbing? Why is my arm throbbing? Is somebody thinking about me? Like some shit. I just suffer from anxiety from like from everything, like how everybody's dying. And when can I get sick? I don't know. It's not like a clock, like where it says like February 6th, you're gonna come down with a crisis or you're gonna get sick. It just happens, like.
And then that shit really comes to that. Let's push it over.
Yeah.
Just like everything at once, just got your head. So that's why I say music is like my escape.
So is music is your what was your psychiatrist? Like,
Yeah.
That's your mental health help right there.
Or I just call my dad or my mom and bother them.
yeah. I need to talk to you. Like,
be like, yo, am I bugging or this, that, and they'll be like, nah. They talk some sense into me and be like, I just gotta chill.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
DJ Nick, man, this was a great interview. How you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you for coming.
Shout out
through.
to the Nick and Mal show. Already know.
Mal, his name is Mal. He hate when people call him
Mal.
Mal.
It's all good. I appreciate it.
Hey, Pops, thank you for coming through too,
Thank
man.
you, Pop.
This was a good one, and maybe we could do this again, man.
Yeah.
Next year when 2021. When you dropping some, you got an announcement. When you come through to the Nick and Mal show, you always welcome.
Say that. Thanks for having me.
Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yeah. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a sap? No. You a boss player? You